So I'd like to just explain a little bit about setting up scenarios of future climate in the CLASIC tool. So I've already created a project that's in Southern California, just a bit north of San Diego, and I am going to create a scenario that looks at a future climate scenario. And so when we create a scenario, we have the option to change climate, land use technologies, or some of the advanced scenario options related to costs. I will go here into the climate and explain a little bit more about the options for creating future climate scenarios. So first we select a climate model. We can select custom, which means that we can make changes on our own with respect to how much change in precipitation or evaporation may occur in a future scenario. We also have the possibility to use these different models like middle, warm, wet, dry, and hottest. And these models are very well explained in the user guide, but these are different climate projection models for different climate scenarios. So if I select one of those, for example, if I go with dry, there's the option to select either RCP 4.5 or RCP 8.5. These are representative concentration pathways. The RCP 4.5 represents kind of medium mitigation of greenhouse gas emissions, whereas RCP 8.5 is representative of very little mitigation of greenhouse gas emissions and kind of the extreme future climate scenario. And we also select a set of future years that we would want to run that climate scenario for. And you can see here we get different variations in the month depending on those climate models. These are global climate models and have different projections of the future climate changes in precipitation and evaporation over those future years. And again, we're modeling out to 2075 for this particular one. Because CLASIC works with annual averages, that's why I noted that it's sometimes better to just use the custom setting that you can manually change the precipitation and evaporation to get to a scenario that would be of interest and look at multiple different scenarios of climate change in that fashion. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and just pick custom. This is one of the better ways, I think, to run climate models in CLASIC, where you can change precipitation or change evaporation. So we can, for example, get a 15% increase in precipitation. I'm actually just going to do minus here to take that. So that what happens there is that in every single month, we have a 15% decrease from historical data in the precipitation. And I can go in here and modify these and say I expect it to be more decreased in June and maybe in January. I don't expect that much of a change. So I can manually change the climate for each and every month. And same goes for evaporation. So I want to increase that by 5%. Same thing goes here. Maybe I want to increase or decrease the change in evaporation in any particular given month.